video here. So let's get into this. So here's my special teams lineup, and hopefully I've got everybody here lined up. But this is how we normally see. It's either 5 or 6 on the return line guys here, but this is kind of a normal setup that we normally see in our youth football league here. Let me get a pen, and I'll go in this blue color. So you got 5 guys here.
Limu Limo at your service. Here to help you save hundreds by customizing your car insurance with Liberty Mutual.
And then what we've got in green before I talk about our alignments is we try to kick to the, so here's the triangle, the 2 triangles. And this is our sideline over here. Here's the box that we try to kick to, rectangle box, whatever you want to call it there. But so that's the areas we try to kick to. And you can see we're trying to kick really right in here. It kind of the ball to go over to this sideline, and usually the side of this corner, I just don't have it over there. He's running down the sideline to, actually it's over here because we're kicking over here, and we'll show you that in a minute. So here's our alignment here. So I've got the kicker, and this is just a normal alignment, how they're lined up, and I'll show you exactly what happens when we call it. But I've got 4 guys over here. I've got 6 guys over here, and it really depends on your league. If your league says you have to be even, you can put one of the headhunters, which are these 2 guys over here, and then run him like that in motion or something. So that's how you can get away with that. But basically I have 4 and 4 set up. These 2 guys here are moving quite a bit in the thing. And so we'll talk about that next. So that's how that's set up. The players, you know, this is a corner. This is kind of a linebacker guy, slow guy, fast guy, fast guy, middle linebacker types. So that's what you've got there. If you want more information on the player types and what I'm looking for there, leave me a comment and I'll try to get more into this. So here's our onside kick Reggie, which means we're kicking toward our sideline. And I like to kick to our sideline because the other coach that's 40 yards away, 50 yards away, 35, I can't remember exactly, he can't see exactly what we're doing over here. So if you notice, first off, is the referee usually sets the ball on this X. We move it closer to the hash. So the kicker has actually moved the tee and the ball closer to the hash. So he gets, so if your kicker can't make it to the hash, there's a couple of things on this. If he can't really, he's not a strong kicker, doesn't have a strong leg, you can move it this way so he's closer and can get there. If you have a really strong kicker, you can move him back over here and kick this way, and the ball will take longer to get over there, and it gives these guys more time to get down the field. There's 2 kind of strategies there to that. I've always pretty much moved my guy over. Another coach that I coach with, he liked to put his guy on the opposite side and have the ball take longer to get over there to the 10 yards. It's up to you guys, but I usually just move it over because I don't have these strong legs. I have guys that we focus on putting the ball where we want it. And as you notice, when we do a Reggie kick at our onside, we're kicking to the triangle here. And we're trying to get it over here. And it basically cuts out all their return team here. And, you know, some people will jump us and they will start putting their best backs here. And that's why we've got some other calls so we can adjust that. But pretty much what's going on, this corner here, he's going down the line. Usually he picks up a lot because the ball, if you get really good at it, the guy can bounce the ball into his hands as he's running down the field. It's kind of crazy how it works, but that's how it works. Then I've got kind of an outside linebacker, fast guy here. He's going down kind of in a lane. These 2 guys here, the headhunter kind of guys, they're going directly for the ball, as is the kicker. The 3 guys that always go for the ball are the kicker, this Mike and Rover guy in this lineup. And I'm just using my defensive terms here. So the kicker, Mike and Rover, are always basically headhunting the football. So they're going direct at it. Unless sometimes I want my kicker to play more of a safety because I'm a little worried. But basically, almost every time, the kicker, Mike, and Rover are always going for the ball. Everybody else, as you can see, are kind of going in lanes, and then they move over when they know the ball's coming. So that's kind of what this whole side of the line here is, playing the ball. It is a little risky, and you have to put some good kids over here on this backside wall. And what we're trying to do here is cut, and really they could probably come up. We're trying to cut the field in half with this wall here. And this guy is going to come up just about 3 to 5 yards over the ball. And really that's where they should be, is to make this wall right here so they can't come through. And so you got to be really careful on that. And this guy's really got to be paying attention, and you might want to put a goodbye here, because a lot of times, sometimes there's a weak point here for some reason. And I think that's because this guy's not coming down quick enough and covering. And that's why a lot of times, if I'm playing a really good, well-coached team, I'll have the kicker hang out in this area here. So as you can see, that's what's going on. So we're kicking. So onside kick is kicking to the triangle with either he can mortar kick it, he can do kind of a jump ball, or he can kind of do a line drive or a squib or whatever. And we're trying to put it into this triangle so it goes out of bounds right about here. And we don't want him kicking to these people. We want it kicked to an area because we don't want him to touch it, really. We don't want him to catch it. We want the ball really kind of on the ground at their feet, so they're having to mess around down there. We can hit them or get the ball. So tell your kicker not to kick the ball directly to the guy so he can catch the ball. That's not exactly what we want. So that's Reggie. So Mickey Mouse.